Coming to you from Columbus, Ohio, it's your main girl. She's thick, hip, a thrill, and always real. It's Marnay.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Talk. My name is Marnay Gilmer, your host, and today I have a special segment for you called The Breakdown.
Let's talk. Let's talk.
Cardia. Beautiful, isn't she? Evidence that something so tightly packaged into a small blessing could be so, dare I say, frivolous, insignificant, irrelevant, worthless. How can a fruit from this tree mean so little? Does the nutrients from these seeds have no value? In what world does it exist where the very flavor bursting out of every seam of this harvest be so poisonous to the ones it was created for? Only one by the hands of man itself takes credit and controls the rhythm of implicated blues. See, my drum beats to the tempo of no other, nor can it be mimicked or duplicated, such as the various millions out there, like the infinite stars that flicker ominously in the night sky. That's where I reside, hiding from those who forbade me to be myself, taking fruits of my labor and parting them for their own profit, trying to craft my skill because theirs is dissipated. Funny thing is, they never will. Like a baby to a mother's breast, I'll cling to it. They'll have to pry it from my cold hard chest. Hours after I've taken my last breath. See, Cardia, even when I'm long gone, even after we've both drizzled away and our love lives on forever, from me to you, from you to the world, Cardia, the heart, the breakdown.
From your heart to my mind to her soul, where do we find a key to uphold? It's the mind's thoughts, the one's process to one's soul. But wait, to bottle up the mind with dark thoughts, it's a way to destruction. But do we even think about the repercussions? My mind will tell me something that the heart won't feel. My mind will tell me to do what I please. My mind, it's like a train on a trackless pathway to, well, I don't know. But what I do know is that with a drunk mind comes sober thoughts. But there was something you weren't taught. But it's not your fault. It's not your fault. My mind, it's not your mind. The breakdown.
The soul is the place you go where there's nowhere else to look. You ask me what my soul says? My soul cries out peace, love, happiness, understanding. But to understand is to realize. To realize is to recognize, and to recognize means you never saw it in the first place. My soul is my sense of identity, my emotions in an immortal state. You ask me where I feel what I feel, and I reply, my soul. My soul does not lie. It does not fool me. It guides me correctly and accurately. See, the soul is not just a spirit, but a close acquaintance. The soul is the thought of feeling in one's life where the intimacy is hidden and where you'll get the most comfort and wisdom. The soul is precious. The breakdown. Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Talk. As you know, my name is Marnay Gilmer and I'm your host. What you just saw was called The Breakdown, a spoken word created by me and my producer, both of my producers who are sitting right here. This is Michael Prince and Justin James, as everybody knows. The Breakdown is a spoken word that Justin randomly came up with that I guess we just decided to go out on a limb and do because we've never done a spoken word before. So Justin, my first question would be, how did you come up with the idea of the breakdown?
It was like the main thing on my mind. I was like, we need to break down something. So I was walking around just at work thinking, I was like, you know what? What do us three have most in common? Our heart, our mind, and our soul. Right. We didn't grow up together. So I was like, we got to break down the heart, mind, and soul. Period.
Right. For those who don't know, which mostly everybody does, me, Michael, and Justin grew up together since we were little children. So we've been doing this together for a long time. Michael, what was your first reaction when Justin came to you and said that he wanted to do the breakdown? Because when he came to me, I was like, I don't know nothing about no spoken word. I am not doing that.
I was actually kind of nervous. Like, I don't do spoken word, so
Right.
I was actually a little anxious. But once I got, you know, the topics that we were all gonna be talking on, they fitted us like puzzle pieces. So
Perfectly.
I was like ready and anxious to get at it. So
Right, because I was just kind of lost. I was like, no, I don't know about a spoken word. I was like, you don't want to find somebody else to do this? Okay. Now, my question for both of you guys is, how long did it take y'all to write y'all spoken word? Because it took me like 10 minutes. I was like, I'm going to just speak from my heart, and bam, I was done.
I'm not gonna lie. With my work schedule and producing schedule and all the stuff I'm doing for all these people, it took me the whole time. I literally finished it the day we're filming right now.
Michael.
man, don't even get me started on trying to think back to when I know it took me quite some time. I wrote it, and then I didn't like it and scratched it and started all over, and then I had half of what I had, and it just sat there for a minute, and then it finally got finished. I want to say mine was like actually finished like last week, like Friday.
Man, I literally was laying in my bed, and Justin texted me and said that your part is the soul. And I was like, okay, the soul. And I went and I was just done. Now, I have a personal question for you, Michael. I was going to ask earlier, but I was like, I'm going to just wait. What is cardia? Who is cardia?
Cardia is the scientific name for heart.
Okay, because I was thinking cardiovascular system. So I was like, maybe it has something to do with the heart that I don't know about. Okay, where'd you find that term?
I Googled heart, and just gave me the definition and like scientific names for it, and I was like,
Did anybody get on
cardia
Google
sounds
to look
like
up anything besides? I did.
I did.
I was like, I need to look.
I was like, yo, cardia sound like a girl. And then when I first wrote
Right.
it, I was writing like I was talking about a girl, and I was like, well, this is not deep enough. And then I just kept the cardia part, and, you know, just.
All right. Now, as I said before, you can expect to be seeing a whole lot more this year, this coming up year, and in the future years from me, Michael, and Justin. You can look on YouTube at some of our previous videos. For those who know us personally and just from YouTube, everybody knows that we were on This Is My Life. We're the stars of This Is My Life. The Ghetto News Report, and a couple other things that you can check out. Justin, can you give them the name of your YouTube page?
There will be a link at the bottom with the YouTube page. Actually, coming up in the next couple of weeks, we will start filming a new short film called A Father's Son, starring Marnay, Michael, and myself, and a few others that you've seen, and a couple new people, a couple new faces, hopefully. So look for that in June.
All right, and we'll be right back on Let's Talk.